New York Times columnist Thomas Friedman is urging Democrats to commit election fraud in Georgia. And I have to give credit to a lot of other people who have pointed this out. This is the same group of people who said for 4 years that Russia changed votes and then it was Russian bots and Trump is illegitimate and Trump stole the election, Russia stole the election. We heard that for 4 years too. All of a sudden, oh yeah, Joe Biden's victory is as pure as the wind-driven snow. There's no, and it's all on the up and up, and nothing, no chicanery involved, of course. And now they're urging people to move to Georgia just for the purpose of voting. So that's kind of disingenuous, wouldn't you say?
The Senate has now come down to 2 seats in Georgia, both of which are going to be in runoffs in January. Not too surprisingly, a whole bunch of people now are going to be pouring money and going down to Georgia to try to influence the election. New York Times columnist Tom Friedman, and he is urging Democrats to move to Georgia to register to vote. Problem with that, according to the Georgia Secretary of State, it's illegal.
I hope everybody moves to Georgia, in the next a month or two, registers to vote and votes for these 2 Democratic senators running against, incidentally, 2 Georgia senators, both of whom were investigated for what? For getting a briefing on the coronavirus and then selling stocks before the public was aware of that information. Both of them were investigated for that.
Wall Street Journal, quote, a spokesman for the Georgia Secretary of State's office, which oversees voter registrations, declined to comment on how quickly someone could establish legal residency in Georgia, but cited state law that it is a felony to vote in Georgia elections if you are not a legal resident or if you are residing in the state briefly with the intention just to vote and then move away. A University of North Florida political science professor who researched voting issues in Georgia said, and I'm quoting, these are sensitive issues, and election officials are going to pay attention to what's happening. People should be very careful about doing that. People moving to Georgia briefly can work on campaigns and canvass for candidates, but voting in the state without intention of staying would be considered fraud, she warned.